Ho, 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 Merry Christmas! Or Frosty would say Happy Birthday. We're doing our top favorite Christmas movies tier ranking thing. We're just going to talk about Christmas movies and drink. That's it.
Yeah. This came up through just kind of chilling about very Irish Christmas talk. And we realized we had never ranked movies, but every year, I can't tell you how many Christmas Vacation quotes, or I literally... Was it today?
Today.
No, it was last night. Remember, I sent you a picture of the scene where Ralphie shoots his eye out in A Christmas Story.
And that you did send me one for Griswold, though.
I'm sure I did.
Somebody did, and I replied, "Oh, yeah, where are you going to put that, Griswold?"
Where are you going to stick a tree that big? Bend over, and I'll show you.
Got a lot of nerve talking to me that way, Griswold.
I wasn't talking to you.
Well, we know where that movie's going. Oh.
We sure do. I hope it's on this list. I will admit, looking at some of these, I realize I have some gaps that I need to address, or at least I ought to address, just to get it out of the way. Because there's some on here I know I've never seen. And I know we have the never watched category. This is we should back up. This is a pre-made list. Okay.
Yes.
So we did not get to choose what movies were on here. I don't know how Tier Maker works. Maybe if you can pay, you can edit them, but we can't.
I think
edit
so.
this.
Yeah.
Or maybe we're just not smart enough to edit it. I don't know.
Yeah, we found one, and we edited the tiers, which we can go through, and I guess we just kind of talk about why do we like this movie, where do we rank it, how do we rank it, and I mean, there's no rules to this. This is just for fun.
Okay, so present from Santa. Clearly, that's the best present you can get. Santa always put the best presents under the trees, right?
Yes, exactly.
We've got wish list present, which the idea of this one is right underneath Santa, but may not be perfect, right? This could be you put it on your wish list, someone went out and got it for you. It was something you actually wanted, and then it was given to you, right?
Yes.
All right, so next, why don't you explain these next two? So stocking stuffer.
So that's the one that you put your stockings up. I got my stocking here, and it's a little something. It's a little gift that you open. It's nothing extravagant. It could be scratch off tickets. It's fun. It's a good one.
It's good. You could put it on in the background, right?
Yeah. Now, Christmas Eve present is the present that you're jonesing. You're a little kid. You're jonesing to open a present. They're all sitting there under the tree. You're salivating to rip into that paper. And in our house, we had the tradition you got to open one present on Christmas Eve, but there was a catch. And I don't know, Una, if you had this catch, but ours was the parents got to pick the present, and they always picked a meh present, right? What did you get?
We open presents from the parents on Christmas Eve and then presents from Santa, obviously, on Christmas Day morning. Because we wanted to get some out of the way because we would go to our cousin's house like fairly early, so we needed to kind of get going. I remember I am who I am, okay? Don't judge me any differently, but here's the story, is my parents gave me all the presents from them, the Christmas Eve present, and it was like clothes, socks, like crap.
Underwear.
I did not care about as a 10-year-old, and I cried because I thought my parents hated me.
Oh, that's terrible. But that's what stockings or that's what Christmas Eve presents are. They're gifts. It's nice to get something, but it didn't satiate that need of those wish list gifts or that Santa gift. You got to open something, which is fun, but it was always a little lackluster.
What's funny now, as a 42-year-old man, I would have been like crying over like a sweater and socks. Now I'd have been like, heck yeah, like this is wish list present sweater and socks.
I love getting new socks.
The Christmas Eve present became the wish list present.
That's how you mature over time, right?
Yeah. Okay. Now the next one kind of close, but white elephant gift. Everybody. You always have the white ceramic knife that you're like, oh gosh, of course somebody brought the white ceramic knife for the wish list.
It's a gag gift, right? Yeah.
It's a gag gift. You're like, okay, yeah, I get it. Like, I guess I'll settle for this one. Okay, gift certificate to LL Bean. Thanks. Like,
yeah. I was thinking of in our tier ranking here, this is the movie that is a Christmas movie that everybody's okay with, but it just kind of plays in the background while, you're making breakfast or lunch or you're cleaning up. It's making noise in the background.
And it's going to be controversial for me because I have some I know that I'll put here that's going to upset some people. We got Cole, which is hot garbage. Nobody wants to watch. Nobody wants Cole. Actually, Cole's kind of expensive, so that could be worth something, but not in
nowadays.
this context.
Yeah, and then never watched some of these movies we haven't watched before.
What's the rule if one of us has never watched it but the other has? Does the person who has get to place it with no feedback from the other person?
You can explain it and try to justify why you think it belongs there. I don't think there'll be too many that one has seen and the other hasn't. So just because we're the same age, we have the same tastes, I don't think there'll be too many of those.
I'm looking at one right now where I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never seen that. I need to rectify that tomorrow. And I promise you tomorrow I will watch this one because I'll explain it when we get there. So let's kick it off for fun. Let's just chit chat, have some fun here. Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey. I wonder why that was the first one on this list. That's kind of surprising. Why don't you tell me your rating and I will try to argue up or down.
So this is a pretty good telling. I mean, Jim Carrey's funny. Originally, when we talked about this, we thought that we were going to leave out like the claymation and the animated ones kind of. But, there are several in there that are pretty decent. I'm going to give this one kind of, let's just go the middle of the rung, either Christmas Eve present or stocking stuffer. Just kind of like right in there in the middle.
Okay. I'm with you on that one. It's a Christmas Eve present for me. It never connected with me. I love Jim Carrey, but for some reason I don't think this one really was the best telling. I'm not saying it doesn't need to exist, but I'm putting that in the background. You know what I mean? Like I don't want socks for Christmas.
Yeah.
Actually, I do want socks now, but when I was 10,
yeah.
I didn't. All right. I mean, let's just cut it, right? Christmas Story, Present from Santa. Am I right?
Yeah. This is a classic. There's literally a channel that plays this for 24 hours during Christmas. It has so many iconic lines. It feels so traditional. And maybe if you're younger, you don't get the nostalgia of an 80s kid watching something about the 50s because that was 30 years previous for you. Where now 30 years ago is like the 90s. So if there's like a 90s movie reference thing, maybe you would understand. But this is something that's nostalgic specifically for, I think, people that are in their like 40s, 50s, 60s. And fun story, and I don't know if I've told this, my uncle this is his favorite movie, a Christmas movie. My mom got him a full-size bunny outfit like Ralphie gets.
Wow.
Yeah, and my uncle's like 5'11", 6 foot, so when he wears that bunny, and he wears it every Christmas, and it's absolutely hysterical. So this one has a special place in my heart, but yeah, it's so quotable. I love this movie.
Did I tell you I'm going to go see the musical of that this year?
You did, yeah. I'm jealous. Yeah. It's really cool.
Yeah, so we're kind of excited about that. For those that didn't hear the story, my son said he wanted to, we let him pick which, we call it a cultural thing. Like he either has to see a play, the ballet, the Nutcracker, like something what people would consider cultural, like something you don't just go do usually. And he said, I want to go see the Electric Leg. And at first my wife and I are like, what are you talking about? Electric Leg? And he was talking about, he had seen an advertisement for a Christmas Story. My son's 9, if you didn't know. So he'd seen an advertisement. They're doing a Christmas Story, the musical, at the local performance hall. So we're going to go see that this year.
Yeah.
All right.
That's awesome.
Charlie Brown Christmas. I don't know if we're going to agree on this one. Where are you putting this one? We'll alternate doing the first pick. How about that?
Definitely not Cole. I mean, I like Charlie Brown, but I'm not obsessed like Charlie Brown fanatics are. So I would say maybe Christmas Eve Present or White Elephant Gift. It's just it something that's going to play in the background. It's not terrible, but it is.
Yep. I actually was going to say White Elephant Gift. I'm not saying it's terrible, but it's just in the background for me. It's limited time. It's not one that I'm going to sit down and really watch, but I'll kind of check it out as I'm making cookies or something like that, right?
Yeah.
All right. Arthur Christmas.
Haven't seen it.
Oh, good. Me neither. So we don't get to talk about that one. Bad Santa.
I'm going to say Wish List. It doesn't have quite the nostalgia of Present from Santa, but it's so quotable, and we can't quote it on here because it is so dirty. And there's an even dirtier version that's called Batter Santa. that's like X-rated. It's when filth meets Christmas, and it's something that a teenage boy revels in.
Okay. Now, this would be our first one where we disagree. I probably would have done like Christmas Eve present. Let me knock it down one to stocking stuffer since we're split on this one.
Okay, that's fair.
I probably need to just watch it more. Like, I feel like Christmas is partly nostalgia, and I just haven't seen this one enough, and I know that, and I enjoy this movie. Just it hasn't reached that level yet, if that makes sense.
Come on, when he is in the not cafeteria, when he's in the food court, and the kid comes up and he's just like, I'm on my break, and he slams his salad and he's got like the leaves and stuff. I just crack up every time.
You love the cantankerous man joke situation, I've noticed. So this is more up your alley than it is mine.
Billy Bob's so great. I love it.
All right, whose turn is it? It's your turn. Die Hard. Where are you placing Die Hard? And it is not Christmas until Hans Gruber falls from Nakatomi Plaza.
I mean, not only is this an amazing Christmas movie, it's one of the best 80s action movies. It is pinnacle of that genre. I'm going Present from Santa. I love Die Hard.
I'll go with you on that one. We might have too many Present from Santas on this list, and then too many kind of just middle of the road. We'll keep an eye on that one.
I think that's telling of Christmas, right? I mean, gifts are either your Super Nintendo or socks. There's no in the middle. I'm sorry.
That's true. That's true. I have I ever told you when I was older, I was really into fighting games. I don't know if you knew this, but in high school and college, I actually I competed in video games, like what
Street Fighter,
esports
Mortal
are
Kombat,
today. Right? Fighting games. So I competed in fighting games, not professionally, like I never made it full time, but I did compete at a high level, let's say. And I told my parents that I really wanted this one particular joystick, and they're like, why is that joystick so expensive? It was like 120 or 80 bucks. I don't remember what it was, like back in the 90s. And I'm like, Mom, this is the Harvard of joysticks. And I said that with like a straight face. They made fun of me for years to come from that. So no, I get it. All right. Anyways, Elf. Okay, I think it's my turn to place. We're going straight to Present from Santa. Am I right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was working in Blockbuster when this came out, and we played it on like the TVs in Blockbuster. Again, if you're not our age, you used to have to go to a store to rent movies to bring them home, and they would have video advertisements playing on TVs in the store, and we played Elf on a loop. I don't know how many hundreds of times I've seen Elf, and I still love it. It is just so wholesome. It's an a fish out of water story that is so good, and it hits all the right elements. And this is one that isn't nostalgia because it was out in like 2003 or something. Elf is just amazing.
I was late to the game with Elf, but I was all in. So from like a nostalgia perspective for me, or lack thereof, I don't think I saw this until maybe like 10 years ago. I was actually never on the Will Ferrell train. I wasn't against him, but I wasn't like going out of my way. And this just never showed up until someone's like, yeah, I think it's like my family's like, you got to watch Elf. And I finally saw it like not even like a decade ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. All right.
Smiling's my favorite.
I know him. 6 inches.
I don't know this one.
I don't know this one. Easy, never watched. 4 Christmases.
Elephant Gift. I mean, it could just be on in the background. I don't know. It's meh.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to go with Cole, but I'm fine with the White Elephant Gift. Okay, now Frosty the Snowman, it's my turn to place. This is hard because we said we weren't going to do animated, but this pre-made list has it. You know, it's such a classic, but I got to be... And I do love it. We actually just watched it. I even quizzed myself. What's the first words Frosty says? Happy birthday. So it's classic, but I got to be honest. I put it on in the background, man. I'll go with Christmas Eve Present. Talk me up or down.
I love doing the happy birthday joke. Happy birthday!
So are we sticking with Christmas Eve? Are we moving up, or what are you thinking?
Definitely not up. It's not one that plays in the background because I think it's one that you should show your children. There's the song. It can be a little bit nostalgic. It's a good moral message about friendship and I think caring and forgiveness and yeah. Let's leave it there. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I don't even remember what it said. Was it Christmas? Or
Christmas
was it
Eve.
like Christmas Eve? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh man, you get to place Gremlins. You better do me right on this one. Where's Gremlins going?
Cole. No, I'm just kidding. At the top. At the top, baby. At the top.
Are we doing Santa?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm eating a Christmas cookie, by the way.
I can tell. All right. All right. My turn. No questions on the Gremlins. And the theme song. My son and I will actually sing that. My son loves creepy humor, so he's seen Gremlins and loves scary-ish stuff. Home Alone. All right. Home Alone. Are you going to allow me to put that in present from Santa?
Yeah, I mean,
you could talk me down. It's okay. I won't hate you anymore, but
it's
I'll
a
hate you
great movie.
A little bit.
I just feel like it's a little overhyped. And what I like better than the movie are the videos people have done of like how all the tricks and traps are so stupid. But then on the other hand, like if the tricks and traps that he did actually happened to the bandits, how it would kill them so severely. So there's all these videos that people have made about Home Alone. And even Macaulay Culkin has like parodied it and done funny things. I don't know. It's entrenched in our culture. It's probably a present from Santa. But if we don't watch it, like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, day after Christmas, I'm okay. Like if we skip a year and don't see it, I'm okay.
Where are you placing it first off? Like don't worry about my placing. Where would you personally place this one?
Wish list present.
Oh, okay, that's not bad. You're just moving it down one. Okay.
Yeah.
Home Alone 2, Kevin. Where are you putting this one?
I thought this was kind of stupid. I mean, there's some clever parts, but they were just trying to. This was a cash grab, so it kind of makes me mad. I would say Christmas Eve present, maybe even White Elephant gift. Like I never need to watch this one again.
Okay. All right. So I'll do Christmas Eve present. I actually did not enjoy this one that much, but one of my really, really, really good friends loved this one, and he made me watch it multiple times. Nostalgia got me. I'm good with Christmas Eve or stocking stuffer for this one. Okay, How the Grinch Stole Christmas Ultimate Edition. I think that's my turn, right?
Yeah, that's the animated one, right?
Yeah, for me, that's present from Santa. Talk me up or down. Or I guess can't go up. Talk me down.
Yeah, I mean, as long as we put if they have the Jim Carrey one on there, as long as we put that on there as well.
It's the next one. It's your turn to place this one.
Yeah, as long as we put that one up there, because this is classic Jim Carrey, and this was a role that he was born to play.
Oh my gosh!
What will I wear?
Dude, you realize this is one where we strongly disagree. This is probably White Elephant gift for me.
Oh wow! No, I love this one. I mean, put it in the middle.
No,
then.
I know. Okay, so you want to average it, or you want me to move it down one? It's
whatever you think is fair.
Let's just move it up or down one based on who's first picking, and I realize that heavily skews it, but it is what it is. I think we'll agree mostly on most of these. It's a Wonderful Life. I think this might be one where, again, we might get skewed. I don't know if you know this. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. So this is Present from Santa for me. And I know a lot of people fall asleep during it. Where are you moving it? Down or keeping it here?
I would move it down. It's a great movie, but I don't know. I'm ADD. I'm ADHD. I'm Star Wars. I need pew-pews. I need explosions. I'm a child. I don't know. Yeah, this is one where you could put it on at the end of the night. It's Christmas. My niece is asleep. I'm 4 whiskeys deep. Put it on. Nice.
I get it. And I hear that all the time. Jingle All the Way. Your turn.
Power Man, Robo Man. I don't remember what it's called.
Turbo Man. Turbo Man.
Turbo Man.
Yeah. And what was his sidekick's name? Like that little saber-toothed tiger where they're like, nobody likes you. And they'll start beating him up in the parade.
And maybe I'll get beat up in the comments for this, but I've only seen this a couple of times because this did not capture it for my family. this I know people have a special place for it, and like it's so bad it's good, but to me it's just bad. This might be my first Cole one. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, internet. You can roast me.
No, you're fine. You're fine. They'll like me more now because I would have put this up much higher. I would have probably put this in wish list. So I'll bump it up one. Following our rules, I'll bump it up one to White Elephant. I really enjoy this one.
Okay.
I just think I think it's hysterical. Howard.
See, I don't get.
Finds out it's him in the parade. Oh, it's great.
I don't have it memorized like that. This is one of the few Christmas movies that I've seen only a couple of times that I don't have all the lines memorized. I mean,
oh man! And then they play with the joke about the mailman carrying the bomb, like really just leaning into the cringy stereotypes. I thought it was hysterical. All right, it's my turn. Love Actually, I haven't seen.
Wow. All the people on the internet just hated you.
All right, where are you putting it?
I have seen it twice. Again, it's a rom-com Christmas thing that has a good message, but it didn't resonate with me when I watched it as a teenager, young adult. I don't know. You can put it in never watched because I don't think I have a strong enough opinion on this one. And I know, and some people will be like, oh my God, that's my number one favorite Christmas movie of all time. And it's like top 5 movies of all time. And that's fair. Good on you, but not us.
All right, Miracle on 34th. I think this is the classical. And then followed by the one with starring John Hammond from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I mean, you can put that in, second at the top. That can go in wish list. Those are.
The original, both of them, or
yeah, they're feel good. Yeah,
I'm gonna knock them. Okay, I'm letting you place these. I'm gonna knock them both down one. I just never connected with these. All right,
That's
Mixed
fair.
Nuts. This is one I was telling you about earlier. I'd never seen this one, and I need to remedy that tomorrow. Have you seen Mixed Nuts?
Yeah, this is one of my least favorite Steve Martin movies. I would say maybe White Elephant Gift. It doesn't hit like you want it to.
All right. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Present from Santa. I don't think anything more needs to be said. She's a Butte Clark.
Not arguably, that is my favorite Christmas movie of all time.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
She's Butte
so much. We can do it from beginning to end. We can do the whole movie if you want.
Why is the ground wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margot.
I learned everything I know about exterior illumination from you, Dad.
Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Oh, I love that movie so much.
All right, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Present from Santa.
I'll knock it down one.
Dude, every time I learn more about that movie, and there's like a whole documentary about this, and they talk about how much of John Candy's like story got cut, and he had like these amazing like monologues that he went on. It's heartbreaking how much of that story they stole from us. But I think you're doing it dirty, but that's fair. That's fair.
All right. That's one that I'll have to look more into. Polar Express, it's my turn. All right. I'm ready for the hate. I'm putting it in Cole. This is my first Cole. Are you going up?
Only for the fact that I took my niece on one of those train rides where they kind of recreate it and people come out and dance and you get a little bell and like they give the kids bells that actually have something in them and like all the adults get bells that are empty, which is very clever. You get hot chocolate, you get a cookie. So we kind of lived a real life version of it. I don't know. Maybe if we'd seen it as children, we would rank it higher, but it doesn't have that je ne sais quoi magic of Christmas for me. So yeah, I would you can leave it at Cole if you want. I understand your ranking.
I'm moving that to Cole. I actually despise that movie. I do not want to see it.
Okay.
Rudolph, where are you putting it?
Let's do Christmas Eve Gift. Yeah, Christmas Eve. It's a classic. It's one that you should play with your children at least once. You know, they're going to sing the song. They're going to know Rudolph.
Well, it's a good lesson on what does it mean to be different. How do we treat people? Like every stereotype of what it means to be different. I'm not saying it's done perfectly, but was in this movie. Like, it really does a good job, I think, of just the different ways of how we're different and how we accept people.
I love it. Yeah.
Scrooged.
Bill Murray Scrooged might be, I hate to admit this, and I don't know if I ever told you this, this might be my introduction to Christmas Carol. I can't remember learning about the Christmas Carol before this movie. I don't know which one I watched first, but I know I watched some iteration of it before I read the story, because I didn't read the story till much later in life. I might have seen this in the 80s as a child, and that is my introduction to Christmas Carol. So I really kind of want to put it Present from Santa. If you want to knock it down, I'm okay with that.
I'll knock it down. It's good. This was much later for me, and maybe that is something to do about when it's introduced in your life. It is good. I would have probably put it as wish list or stocking. All right. The Man Who Invented Christmas. I've actually never seen this.
Never seen it.
Okay, very quick. Never seen. Muppet Christmas Carol. Can I place this one? I'm putting it in Present from Santa.
I know you're putting it at the top. You said it's your favorite version of Christmas Carol, right?
It is. It is.
Okay.
I love this story. Are you keeping it there, or are you knocking it down?
No, you can leave it there. It's awesome. It's solid. It's something that is wholesome. You definitely should watch it with your children. It should be played at least once every Christmas.
All right, Nightmare Before Christmas. Where are you putting it? It's your turn.
Present from Santa.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Oh, good.
Oh, of course.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the only one that's a Halloween and a Christmas.
Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah. That movie starts in October and doesn't stop until January for me. All right. The Santa Claus with Tim Allen.
This one has tarnished a bit for me over the years. It feels dated. I definitely could see going Present from Santa. But if you want to knock it down to wish list, I'm okay with that. There's a few cringy things in this movie, but it's definitely still really good. I mean, it's
wait. So where are you placing it? Don't place it for me. Where are you placing it?
Well, where would you go?
Oh, that's Present for Santa for me.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I agree with that.
Okay. Gosh, we got too many Present from Santa, but here comes Trading Places.
It's your turn.
Present from Santa.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course, Billy Ray. That's Billy Ray's vase. That's a cheap vase, right? I think we paid $30,000, but the insurance was $50,000. You all want me to break something else? I can do the whole movie.
Like
we fart in the tub. That's how we do a jacuzzi.
I feel like this invented Christmas comedies on some levels. You know what I mean? Like the fact that you could just, yeah. All right, Call Me Claus with Whoopi Goldberg. Never saw it.
I don't remember seeing this. I might have, but I honestly can't say I did.
All right, Christmas with the Cranks. I'll let you place it.
No, this is the one you love.
Yeah, this is my wife's favorite, and it's become one of my favorites because it's my wife's. We can quote the whole thing. The whole Father Zabriskie. What are you doing here?
I wouldn't rank it
there. It's a mall, Nora. I'm shopping for Christmas.
I will. I'll let you leave it there. I don't have that much connection to it, but it is very good. I do enjoy it. So
whoa, it's not even Saturday night. Come on. Oh, man, the whole movie. All right, Santa Claus 2.
I feel
this is the one where
they all went downhill after this.
They did. This is the one. This is the Mrs. Claus where they need to get a wife.
Yeah, he has to get married. It's a cash grab. I would say Cole. It didn't have any. It didn't have any of the heart of the first one. This is a total cash grab in my mind.
It's better than the third one. I would have placed it much higher.
I would have even be on the list.
No, that's Cole. I would have put this one in stocking stuffer personally, so I'll knock it up to White Elephant. 8 Crazy Nights. My turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cole for me. Where are you putting it?
I like cartoons and anime and stuff, so having something that was kind of serious, because like all the anime and Christmas ones are kiddie-ish, right? They're meant for children. This was meant for adults, but I couldn't connect with it yet, so I'm okay with it there. I think if we rewatched it now, maybe we'd rank it a little higher, but I haven't watched it since I was a child, to be honest. So we'll just have to leave it there.
I watched it maybe like 8-9 years ago. It's still at that time still hasn't moved up on the list for me.
Okay.
You get to place Ernest Saves Christmas, man.
Ernest Goes to Jail is my favorite because he gets the electrical superpowers, but I really love this one. I love all the Ernest movies. I think Jim Varney was amazing. He was so talented. We lost him too young. Every Ernest movie I would rank at the top. I love all of them. I love this humor. I am a child at heart. I'm 16 and I never got past that age. I'd put it at Present from Santa. I'm sorry.
Okay. I would knock it down to at least wish list.
Okay.
Ernest Scared Stupid is my favorite one. I actually just showed it to my son for the first time this year, and he loved it. He loved it.
Did you guys have Miak when you watched it?
Miak? What's that?
That can't be your favorite one if you don't know what Miak is.
I forgot what it is. What is it?
The thing that kills the troll is milk, but he reads it as Miak.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm a terrible human being. What can I say?
Ernest goes up 1 for that.
All right. Fred Claus. Do we agree on Cole?
Oh yeah, that's terrible.
Okay, that's freaking awful. All right. The Grinch. I think it's your turn to place it. This is the new one with who's this? This Keenan Michael Thompson. Benedict Cumberbatch is this one. Where are you placing this one?
I mean, you could put it on maybe like Stocking Stuffer or White Elephant. I mean, it's going to be another telling. It's the same story we've seen several times, and again, it's not going to outmatch the others.
I'll put Stocking Stuffer. You know why? Soundtrack. The soundtrack with I know Pharrell Williams is. I can't remember if it's his band or if it's just Pharrell, but the soundtrack is very solid for this one.
Okay, that's fair. That's good enough reason. Yeah, that's very.
I'm gonna go ahead.
Movies.
I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom for these next couple. We got Home Alone 3, and then.
Yeah, throw those in. Never watched
Taking
or Cole.
Something.
Hot
no,
garbage.
I've seen them. I've seen them. I'll put them in Cole for you if that's okay.
You have a son.
Yeah, he watched all the Home Alones because he thought they were great. There's one where there's like talking about the cloud, like making fun of it, and it just was. It fell so flat. All right, Jack Frost, your turn, I think.
I know it's a good movie, but Christmas movies are supposed to be about hope, redemption, uplifting, happy endings. No to this one. I want Cole, but you can put it where you want.
I'll put it in Cole. Just Friends. I haven't seen it.
I thought it was funny.
You get to place it. I haven't seen it.
White Elephant Gift. It can be something in the background. You need to watch it once. You never need to watch it again. It's not something that has to play every year, like Christmas Story or something.
Is this the Queen? Last holiday. Where are we putting this one?
I think I've seen it, but I honestly can't remember. So I can't place that one.
I'll place it. I'll put White Elephant Gift. It's fine. It's fine. Godmother's House We Go. Never seen it. You?
Never seen it.
Medea Christmas?
Never seen it.
I've seen it, and I don't remember it, unfortunately. I'll put it in Never Watched. I don't remember it. Unaccompanied Minors?
Never seen it.
I never saw that one either. This is the... Oh, gosh. Jack Russell Christmas one. What's it called? Christmas Chronicles? Is that what it's called? I can't read it because it's so small. It's Christmas Chronicles, right?
Yeah, this is one where, like, this is new. It's Netflix. If you're watching this with your kids in the, nowadays, this is their Santa Claus. Yeah, this is Present from Santa. This is going to be amazing. Graphics are good. Story's good. Acting is great.
That's good.
He does... I think a lot of the actual singing. So yeah, the soundtrack is legit. Yeah, I love that one. And the second one's solid too. Like I think there's a trilogy. I think they're all good.
Yep. No, this one agreed. All right, Noelle. I think that's the one with the brother and sister.
Never seen it.
I saw it. It was okay. White Elephant Gift. I do love her. I love it when she sings. I think she's a great singer. All of her work has been fantastic. And even he's hilarious too, but the chemistry wasn't there, in my opinion, for this movie, so I'll just put it there. Office Christmas Party.
Never seen it.
I can't think of what's Office Christmas Party versus what was the night before, but I know it was the night before. All right, Preacher's Wife.
That's cute. Yeah, it's touching. I would
Yeah.
say Christmassy stocking stuffer-ish. I mean, it's a decent movie.
That's exactly what I would have put it as. Let's put it
Yeah.
as Stocking Stuffer because we'll round up. I don't even know what this is. Rudolph, like some sequel, some garbage that I probably have seen and
Cash
didn't
grab.
want to see.
Yeah.
So are we? I know I've seen it. So are we put it in Cole?
You can put it in Cole.
Santa Claus 3, are we putting it in Cole?
Oh, if there was the one lower, we'd put it in there. That one is so bad.
We'll create a new column for called Santa Claus 3.
Yeah.
All right, Santa Claus is coming to town. Actually, we just watched this the other day with my son.
Yeah, it's cute. I like all the little characters. The claymation is really solid. It feels very nostalgic. Yeah, you can put it with Rudolph there or Stocking Stuffer. Yeah, Christmas.
Oh man,
Eve,
I feel bad
Stuffer.
putting it there. But it's totally true. Oh, Santa Buddy. I have seen Santa Buddies. Have you seen it?
No, I don't have children.
That's exactly why we watched it, because cold is. Santa something muscles. Is that Hulk Hogan? What is that?
I don't know. Hold on. Let me look.
It says Santa with muscles. It looks like, is that Hulk Hogan? I mean, you got to remember this icon's super small on my screen.
Yeah, it's super small on my screen too. I don't know.
Okay, it's obviously never seen, but I need to
Yeah.
research that. SpongeBob Christmas, I've never seen. Are you rating this one?
I actually have seen that one. I played it for my students one year. And it played in the background, so it'd be a White Elephant gift. It just kind of played there while they played board games and stuff because we were all done with testing one year.
Okay, a more modern comedy, the night before, raunchy comedy, if you will, of course, with Seth Rogen. What do you think about this one?
Stocking Stuffer? I mean, I like raunchy comedies, so.
I think that's fair. I mean, it was funny. It has never reached like classic. And I guess that's another Christmas movie that hasn't been on here is Bad Moms. I'd put Bad Moms in a similar category of like, it's new, it was funny, I'd rewatch it, but it hasn't, I can't quote it. I barely can quote it, if anything.
Okay.
'Twas the Night.
Never seen it, I don't think.
Okay. And I think we're on the last two here. I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, we haven't seen that one.
We haven't seen this one. And then we haven't seen, have you seen Why Him?
I have seen White Him. It's solid. Put it in White Elephant gift. You don't need to watch it during Christmas.
Okay.
It's just kind of a silly comedy. And then I'd made a list, and I want to make sure that we didn't forget any from our list. I'm just looking real quick. Was White Christmas on there? I don't think White Christmas was on there.
No, it wasn't. My wife would definitely put that in Present from Santa. That's one of her favorite. That's up there with Christmas with the Cranks is right there, but White Christmas is right under it. And that's the play we saw, I think, last year, actually.
Yeah, White Christmas I would definitely put at the top. There were a couple of other ones that are like action movie oriented, again, because I'm a man-child. Fat Man with Mel Gibson is really good. Violent Night is really good.
Well, and then Red One just came out too with The Rock, and that's been pretty solid so far.
I liked it. I thought it was solid. I thought it was a good message. I thought the action was good. I thought it was funny. I mean, Rock is doing The Rock, and Chris Evans is doing Chris Evans. I mean, what more could you want? Was Jingle All the Way on there?
Yeah, remember you said you didn't enjoy it all that much right here.
Oh,
You put
okay,
it in
yeah,
White
yeah,
Elephant Gift, and
That's
I
right.
rated that one much higher.
Okay, Wonder Woman there, Santa Claus. Okay, yeah, that's about all of my things. So, what a good list. I mean, just our opinion.
Yeah. Well, and if anything, it raises some questions about what ones do I need to rewatch. I don't feel like I need to see any of these in the never watch, but I do. I know you said you put it in White Elephant Gift, but I do want to see Mixed Nuts now, so that was useful.
Yeah, I like Steve Martin. I mean, he's a great comedian. That one I just remember kind of landing a little flat for me, but maybe I should revisit it too. Everyone
Well, it
at
could
the
be
top-
like.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say. It sounds kind of like you're describing it, kind of like how we put Candy Cane Lane, the newest Eddie Murphy Christmas movie, and that one was a little flat. But my son actually wanted to rewatch it. We watched it, got a little bit better on the second watch, as nostalgia does. So I would have put Candy Cane Lane here in the same category as White Elephant Gifts.
Okay, that's fair. But I think that like the top two rows, those will all play.
Yeah.
at my sister's house. Like, we've been watching a few Christmas movies here or there. My wife's been watching a lot more of them. I call them the Hallmark movies just because she likes those sappy movies. She watched them on Netflix or whatever, streaming thing. But all of those on the top two there will play at some point during the Christmas season in either my house or when we go to North Carolina to my sister's house for like a week. Those will be playing at some point. So that will happen.
100% agree. Now, with that said, unfortunately, Planes, Trains, Automobiles, and Scrooge doesn't always play. Those are good. I wouldn't be upset if they always played, but they just don't always play at our house. Maybe when Mason gets older, my child.
Okay. I mean, you could put it on in the bedroom, when you and the wife go to bed.
All right. Well, that has been our ranking of Christmas movies. We just wanted an excuse to hang out and drink and have some fun.
Yes.
So hopefully you guys had as well. Thank you for spending time. Merry Christmas. Let us know what other movies we need to be checking out. My name has been Una. Peace.
Merry Christmas.